Here we are, October 3rd, and I tell you, it's been a great hunt so far. And one thing I've noticed that my properties here, during the months of July, August, September, the bucks disappear. I just don't catch them on camera. I get hundreds and hundreds of pictures, no bucks. They break off into their bachelor groups and away they go. But I see more does and yearlings than ever during that period of time. What I noticed is 5 days ago I was up here, I grabbed my camera cards down again, and once again, no horns anywhere. I come out to my stand to hunt opening day, which is October 1st, and walked right down this trail, and here we go, scrape lit up again. This is not the normal type of scrapes that you see during a rut and all that stuff. This is more of a socialization scrape on my property. I've got these throughout the property, and they use them all year round. That's how I can kind of tell when the bucks are coming and going throughout the property. They'll come and they'll start using these, hitting them to let everybody know they're back in the area. And the way that I confirmed that is I went back to my trail cameras last night, pulled the cards out on my way out of the woods, and it sure as heck, it came right back, and it was lit up with multiple bucks all over my property again. Every camera's got bucks on it. It's like somebody flipped the switch and boom, here they come. So what I'll do is now that I know they're back in the area, I'll change a little bit of my techniques, the way I'm hunting. And I'm also going to go off and make some more of my own scrapes, mock scrapes. And you'll see that in the video here to come. But very exciting to see the way the property's turned over the last couple of years, and I couldn't be happier. I'm starting to understand the deer habitat and the way their movements are and what to expect out of them and when. And I tell you, it's really starting to pay off. Okay, here we are at one of the areas where I'm going to select to make one of my own mock scrapes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little section of probably a 2.5, 3 foot by 3 foot section. I'm going to turn the dirt over, rake it all up, and clean it up for them. Then what I'm going to do is take a licking branch, bring it down to them, so that way it looks all natural, and they'll start using this. What I'll do is I'll put probably about 60, 70 of these scrape lines in, or this mock scrapes on my scrape line throughout my entire property. I'll surround all my food plots with them, and that'll force the deer to stay on the property and keep checking throughout the day. The more that you have to keep them active throughout the day, the more the odds of you keeping them closer to your area, and that way you're not going to have to worry about them going off into the neighbor's property and getting shot over there. One of the other things that I'm going to do once I get done with this is I'm not going to put any type of lures or attractants in there. The reason why I don't do that is because I personally, and I know people swear by these, I've never had a lure or attractants worked on my properties for me. What I found is if I do the bare dirt scrapes, they continue to use them. They don't scare any of the big deer off. They come back year after year, and they become more of a social thing, and they actually use them throughout the entire year. And anyways, but I'll put a couple of these in. You'll see how that's done. And then I tell you, it's been looking great so far since I've been doing this the last couple of years with the food plots and making things a little bit more natural. I've definitely seen an improvement with the deer habitat here and the amount of deer and the quality of the deer that I'm seeing. And I tell you, one of the other benefits that I did this year, or the bonuses, I took a whitetail boot camp by Tony LaPrade, and I'll put his information at the end of this video. But I tell you, that was the best 2 days I think I've ever spent on deer hunting. I learned more in that class and just basic deer habitat, how to improve it, than I think I could have ever imagined. And I tell you, I strongly suggest taking his class. But anyways, let's get to work here and let's build this scrape. Okay, here we are with the finished product. What I've done is I've cleared the dirt out, roughed it up, got all the dirt and the sticks and the grasses and the weeds out of there. I also tied down the licking branch, brought it back down to where, their comfort level. And I tell you, just from the experience I have on my properties, within the next 24, maybe 48 hours at the most, I'll start having activity on here. Not necessarily the rutting activity like you're going to have, but what you'll have is at least deer stepping in here, making it known who's here, what they're doing. Is kind of leaving their calling card. Like I said, I'm going to set these up all over my property. I'll make the deer start working and using the property the way it's supposed to be. But anyways, you'll hopefully see the results this fall with some good harvest out of here.